Today we're making two cool rice dishes.
I'm making bacon and shiso fried rice by Humble Bean.
And I'm making a shrimp biryani. I've never made biryani before, by Amreen. I'm just going to toss these shrimp with some turmeric and salt and get them in the fridge. And Amanda's going to talk about shiso.
This is like a ginormous shiso leaf. And if you can't get shiso, which is often available in Asian markets, you can substitute basil and mint, combine the two. And I'm just going to slice mine up. Yes.
And it's also called, I think, sesame leaf too, right?
Is
and perilla.
Oh, right.
Shiso goes by two other names. So actually, okay, I think the coolest part of this biryani recipe is this paste that you make first, which goes into all parts of the recipe.
Yeah.
We have serrano, some chopped up fresh ginger and garlic, goes into a food processor, and then cilantro. So it's going to be loud. I'm going to pulse it. Amreen says to add a little bit of water if it's sort of dry looking, and it is a little bit. So just to help it all come together, I'm going to add a bit of water.
It's never going to be super smooth though.
No. Right. It's really more, it's almost like a pesto. A pesto. Smells amazing. Alright, that's good enough for government work. Great. On board. So we're moving to the stove. Look at that, perfectly sliced bacon.
It is. Thanks, Merrill. Yeah, it's like mini lardons.
Lardettes.
They're lardettes. I like that.
Lardettes.
Lardini.
We can keep doing this for hours. So I'm going to put some spices, peppercorns, whole cloves, cardamom pods, a little bit of cinnamon stick and a bay leaf into this oil. They're gorgeous. And then you just cook them for a few minutes until they get fragrant. And you're going to leave these whole in the dish, which is typical of a biryani. So you have to be careful while you're eating that you don't chomp on a whole clove.
Not that you've done that recently.
We learned our lesson the hard way. Adding onions.
Bacon is almost ready. See, it gets lots of little bubbles kind of foaming up around the bacon. Oh, and that is a sign that it's almost time to eat.
Of course, if you're in my parents' house, you cook it for another 10 minutes after that happens.
Oh, really?
These guys are starting to brown a little bit. So I'm actually going to add half of this paste, pesto. You save the other half for later. You can smell it immediately. I'm adding 3 cups of water. And then the rice, which has been washed and drained. It's just basmati rice.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Isn't it? Some fresh mint. I'm just going to put everything in and then stir. And some butter, which is so key. It really gives this dish a richness. So you just bring it to a boil, cover it with foil, and put it in the oven for 20 minutes.
So I'm going to add some oil to this pan. Swirl it around. And as soon as that's hot, in goes some garlic. I mean, well, this would be onion, but actually, yes. I'm not going to add garlic, but I am going to add ginger. So my onions are cooked. I'm going to add some nice cold rice. We're actually using arborio today. We used jasmine yesterday. But we decided that a short, smooth, round rice was better. I'm going to add some bacon, and then here comes the fun part. You make a little well in the center, and then you add egg that you whisk together with some sesame oil.
It smells so good.
Scramble that up. Yum. Then we're going to toss in some sake and soy sauce.
Like that look.
So,
Shiso by the seashore.
yes.
That's what it makes me think of.
This to me is like the perfect home alone dinner.
Yeah, or lunch.
Breakfast too?
Say with a fried egg.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe so good.
That's great.
Really good. I'm just heating up some shrimp and putting in the rest of this lovely paste.
You were actually talking about monogrammed floor mats in your car. Let's
not reveal
here.
Too much to our dear audience.
Merrill has monogrammed floor mats in her car.
Only because my mom gave them to me. The other bay leaf.
I secretly covet. Well, I
know you do.
A car, B the monogrammed floor mats.
Well, it's a shame they're not your initials, then I could just give them to you. So you just want to cook these until they're just pink. They may not look totally pink because of the turmeric, but don't be afraid. They should just be, yeah, a little bit firm, not overcooked. about 5 minutes, maybe a little less. So these look like they're done. The tails are really pink, but they're nice and firm. I'm gonna take them off the heat and wait for the rice to finish. Oh, I can smell the cloves right away.
Ooh.
Can you smell them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
looks
God,
really
so
nice.
beautiful. Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. And
Excellent.
basmati, we made this with jasmine rice yesterday. Basmati's better.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Just like the recipe said.
Yum.
Mmm.
It's really great. How much salt did you add?
Not enough.
All right, guys. It's your turn now.
Your vote.